What's going on, guys? It's Drew here, bringing you another commentary, and this time around we do in fact have another MyPlayer gameplay. And as you guys can see, for some reason my Elgato cut out the first quarter of play, pretty much just nothing but like a minute left. But luckily nothing exciting really happened. I only had 2 points up until this point, and I only took 2 shots up till this point, so you know, nothing truly exciting. Look at that, playing good defense. But in this gameplay, there's a couple things you might notice. One, I have updated some of my stats. And look at that fadeaway. I got that Kobe Bryant fadeaway, the left-handed jumper. Absolutely phenomenal. But like I mentioned, there's a couple things you guys might notice. I told you guys beforehand I had 30 VC just from playing online games. And so I said, you know what? Towards the end of the life cycle, I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade my guy and make this entertaining because, you know, things are starting to happen. Look at that bounce pass. I love throwing bounce passes. Love to just snap it. I'm trying to get a highlight to where I can get a bounce pass like almost full court, throw it like Magic Johnson style, you know, like a baseball pass, but it seems to be extremely difficult. But like I was saying, you know, so I figured I'd upgrade his stats, you know, get him as good as I can get him, you know, because I just want to make this entertaining. I want to make this fun for you guys. And so what I did is I upgraded just a whole bunch of stats. I made his shooting a whole lot better, his layups. I didn't really, and look at that alley-oop to Jason Maxiell. That was a phenomenal pass, so I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't upgrade my stats. But you know, I bought one signature skill up until this point, which is the dimer. And after this game, you guys will see that there's another signature skill that I really need, and it'll help me out a lot. And look at this, another fadeaway. I love shooting fadeaways. Whenever you know, this release that I have, which I don't know what it is, I'll type it in the description and I'll write it in the comments. I never mean to fade away, but it does it a lot, and it's not a bad thing because the fadeaways on this game do work if you get the release down perfect. But you know, sometimes I'm just going up for a shot and then they'll end up just throwing up a fadeaway, and sometimes it can really screw you up, and sometimes it'll help you out a lot. But you know, ooh, look at this, can't believe I left Tony Douglas open. And you know, up until this point, you know, in games we just beat Denver, I think. So up until this point we're like 3-1, maybe something like that, 2-2. I'm not exactly sure. And you know, up until this point, I was having to battle with a low skill guy to try to dominate for my team in order to win. Because if you're gonna get a lot of playing time, as I snag that board, if you're gonna get a lot of playing time, you have to dominate with your player. You have to get a lot of people involved, and you have to score a lot as well. And look at this, just pulling up unconscious. I love my dude's jumper. I love that I upgraded everything. Just makes the game a whole lot more fun. And look at this. If you're going to make threes, you got to defend the three as they go up by 5. And check this out. They take me out, and going into the half, we end up down 11. And, you know, that's a big hole to climb out of, but I think we can come back. And, yeah, but like I was saying, up until this point, we are 3-1, and it's just been real difficult to get these wins. They've been really close. You guys saw 2 of the victories at the very beginning against 2 inferior teams. You know, they're not the kind of competition that would provide that kind of struggle. And look at this, another fadeaway. That is 3 fadeaways. For those of you who want to know, that is Kobe Bryant's signature fadeaway. I think everyone gets it default when you're a guard, so you could just go ahead and put it on. It's really good. And but like I was mentioning, you know, if we're just gonna be struggling against teams, I figured I might as well make my MyPlayer good, as Jimmer Fredette making a sighting. Jimmer Fredette's jumper on this game is absolutely crazy. And look at this, he passed it out to me when he's right under the basket, and Isaiah Thomas, little like 5'8" dude, throws it down. I love his jumper on this game too, but I did not know that he could throw it down like that. Actually, I didn't even know he could dunk it, first of all. So you know, that was a little bit of a surprise to me. But you know, so we're just gonna have fun with this. And look at the moves I'm putting on him. I get revenge. They're trying to double team me. They're not gonna be able to stop me. Did a nice spin move out of the double team to go in for the dunk. This is just stuff that wouldn't happen with the lower rated guys. So you know, I hope you guys aren't upset. But Jimmer Fredette, he's got a smooth jumper. He's got an absolutely smooth jumper. If you've never used him on this game, the Kings are a team that's an underused team. You know, they have a lot of talent. They have DeMarcus Cousins. They have Isaiah Thomas. And look at this, they're going to leave me open for another dunk. This is a good sequence of basketball right here. And but the Kings are a very underused team. You know, they have some talent. They have Jimmer Fredette, who's pretty good on the game, and you can't leave me open. I'm going to make these threes all day now. And look at this, 10 of 12 shooting, having a phenomenal game up until this point. Some people might say I'm ball hogging, but I'm making my shots. I've only taken 12 shots up until this point. I'm shooting 75%. No, I'm shooting like 80, 90 something percent. But Isaiah Thomas is matching me every step of the way. We got to play better defense. But like I was saying, this team is really good to be online. If you guys need a new team to be online, they got DeMarcus Cousins, Jason Thompson, and look at me, open for three. We're just trading buckets. We're trading buckets. They got Isaiah Thomas, a good three-point shooter, Marcus Thornton, Travis Outlaw, John Salmons, god dang. And, you know, this is just a very, very fun team to be. And, you know, every once in a while we need that. And get that out of here. I need that Dikembe Mutombo waving the finger animation. They need to throw that in the next game. But up until this point, as you guys can see, we're now down 9 as Max Seal just throws it down. This is what I love about Max Seal. I've said it time and time and time again that, you know, I love his aggressiveness, that he could just either shoot the mid-range or he could dunk it just right on your face. But right here, this was a bad foul. As you can see, I put him at the free throw line to go up 5 going into the fourth quarter. You know, I get the ball with 10 seconds left, but, you know, you're just most of the time not going to get a good shot. And, you know, I get the ankle breaker, which didn't really help anything, and end up dribbling into a crowd that didn't get me a good shot at all. It was just absolutely terrible. So we go into this fourth quarter down 5, but luckily they subbed me out. They subbed me back in, and we're only down 1 with 9 minutes left. So this is where things get juicy, and this is where the signature skill that I want to buy is going to come into play. The fourth quarter signature skill is so important when you're playing MyPlayer. You know, there used to be a clutch rating that you could just upgrade on your MyPlayer's attributes, and I can't find it anywhere. And look at Stucky finally making a play, but I can't find it anywhere on the attributes. I'm looking in everything, you know. I can't find where there is just a single clutch rating. So what I want to do is I want to buy the fourth quarter signature skill, because as you can see, once you get down below 5 minutes, if you don't have that fourth quarter signature skill, you start to shrink under pressure. You know, you'll start missing shots, you'll start turning the ball over, you'll get ripped, you won't be playing as good a defense. And so, fortunate for me, I don't let that bother me, and I'm just going to keep burying these mid-range jumpers. I love that left-handed jumper. And you know, we're playing phenomenal defense up until this point. We're holding them to 90 points, which is good for Hall of Fame. I know it's just the Kings, but I'm throwing another bounce pass to Maggette. Maggette can't finish it, but Max Seal, like I've mentioned time and time again, he's a top 3 rebounder in the league, in my opinion. He doesn't, maybe not numbers-wise, but just the way he goes after the boards, and that's a terrible foul. That is a terrible foul for 2 reasons. One, it gives him the end one, and then the second reason, that's my 5th foul. That I can't foul the rest of the game. I cannot foul the rest of the game. So if you guys see me playing a little bit passive, you guys will know why. But you know, that's not gonna stop me from going aggressive on the offensive end, and I'm gonna keep creating for my teammates, as Greg Monroe is the beneficiary of that dimer signature skill. And look at that. I'm not gonna let little Isaiah Thomas score on me. So it's a tie game, and I turn the ball over. My own teammate kicks it away from me. Absolutely rough. And you know, that's the stuff that on 2K I like because of realism, but I don't like it because you can't control it. You know, if an AI guy is just running down the court, he doesn't have the sense to get out of your way. You know what I mean? But no excuses. What we need is a big bucket here. 3 minutes left. We're in the bonus, and I could have taken to the basket right there, as I just noticed. I didn't notice that when I was playing, and instead I have to jack up a 3 from deep. And it's bottoms, nothing but net. I'm having the game of my career right here for a rookie. 35 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 63% from the 3-point line, and I don't know what the hell I'm shooting from the field, but we have to play defense. This is the biggest difficulty in this thing. I don't know what the fuck I just said there. For you know, playing on Hall of Fame is not being able to get stops when you're playing the best you can on offense. And look at that in and out, Michael Jordan-esque right there. But when you're playing the best defense you can, or the best offense you can, sometimes the Hall of Fame will just score at will, like that right there. We are now down 7 with a minute left, and then you can see here we're going to end up going down 9 with just over a minute left. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. It looks like we're going to look at that shot he just threw up. We're down 9. It's not looking good for us. So you know what time it is. It's time for King Drew to lead his kingdom to victory. As you can see, there's 1-3. Let's keep track. Now we just got to play defense. Get one stop and we'll be straight. We get the board. We get the board. So now let's go. We've had 1-3 so far. You know what we got to look for. We have 20 seconds left. Down 6. We need a 3 as soon as we can. So we get him stuck on the screen. We pull it for 3 from deep. And he makes it. We are now down 3. We were just down 9 like 30 seconds ago. So what do we do? We foul. Obviously, he makes both his free throws. So what do we need again? Need another 3. And if they're not going to guard me, with anyone bigger than this little midget right here, I'm just going to keep taking it, and I'm going to pull up from deep. I get 3 threes in a row in the last minute to pull us in. And this is the craziest part right here. On Hall of Fame, you never, ever see them miss a free throw. So he misses the first one. And now check this out. Check this out. He gets the second one. And you know he's not going to miss again, right? Wrong. But this is where the signature skill comes into play. If I would have had the fourth quarter signature skill, the outlet would have came different. But as you can see, I get an open shot. I get a good look, perfect release, everything, and I miss it. I miss it for the win. So unfortunately, we lost to the Kings. But in the next game, we're looking to bounce back as we will be playing the Oklahoma City Thunder. That will be the next game I'll be posting. I'll catch you guys up with the schedule up until this point on the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out and toodaloos.
You could have kept your team alive with that shot at the end, but it didn't fall. Do you think you could have worked for a better shot, or maybe you should have passed the ball off?
Nah, I had a pretty good look. You can always argue that there might have been a better opportunity, but when the clock's running down, you don't really have the luxury of setting things up until they're perfect, you feel me? I think that under the circumstances, we got as good a shot as we could have expected. It just didn't fall this time, and we got the loss. It's not the outcome I would have liked, but it's over and done with now. Time to move on, my man.